Good afternoon, pupils. How are you doing? Here is your teacher, Teacher Mustafa again. Good afternoon. So today, this afternoon, I'm teaching you science. And the topic is what? Measuring length. Okay? Measuring length. So what is length? Length describes how long an object is. Again, length describes how long an object is. How long an object is. That's what definition for length. Now, there are two methods of measuring length. We have two ways of measuring length. Old method and standard or modern method. Let me finish before I explain. The following instruments are used in modern method: ruler, measuring tape, wide, hand span, foot length, arm length, holding method. Now, let me explain. This is definition for length. Length describes how long an object is. We have two ways of measuring an object, any object. We have two ways of measuring objects. The first way is holding method, the one we use in the olden days. Before we have technology, those are the ones they use in the olden days. So those one, and the second way we have what? Standard or modern method. Those are the one we are using today. Those ones they are accurate. But the holding method, they are varied. They are not what? They are not accurate. So the one we use in the olden days, we have sometimes we use our hand span, we use our foot length, we use our arm length. So the one we are using right now, the modern method or standard method, we are using what? We are using ruler. As you are using ruler in your class, whenever you want to rule, you use a ruler. Likewise, we are using what? Measuring tape. So these are the two ways we use to measure our words and any object we want to measure their length. So metrics units of measuring lengths. We have what? I've taught you this in the class. 10 millimeters make 1 centimeter. 10 centimeters make 1 decimeter. 10 decimeter make 1 meter. 100 centimeter make 1 kilometer. Now before I go, I would like to display to you the holding method, the instrument we use for holding method, and we use for what? Standard method or modern method. Here is go. As I've just said earlier, so I said we have standard method, and the instrument for standard method we have, I wrote two here in the board. So we have what? Ruler. And we have what? Tape rule. The first one we are seeing here is what? Displaying here is what? Tape rule. This is tape rule for carpenter or furniture. The furniture and the carpenter, they are using this. So why we have this for those people that what? They measure the length of land. Okay? They use to measure land. The length of land, the size. So they use this to measure land. Why would they use this to measure what? Carpenters and furnitures, even weather, they are using this. Okay? So why we have this ruler? You use this in your class. So education, we use this in your class. So the two instruments I show to you right now, so they are what? They are standard or modern method. The ruler and the what? And tape rule. You see that? Now I will display to you the holding method. We have what? We have, as it's written in the notes, we have hand span. You see this hand span. Sometimes you don't have ruler, you want to rule something. You do like this in the class or wherever you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called what? Arm span. Do you see that? To measure the length of an object you want to measure. So we have what? We have foot length. Sometimes when we go to field, we want to measure the size of your pole. Sometimes you do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We use our what? We use our foot to measure the length or the size of the poles. So we have what? We have, this is called what? We call this what? Arm length. Okay? We use this what to measure the length of an object. Maybe something is very long. Can you use the what? Can you use your arm span? So sometimes you use the what? Your arm length. Like this. In the class I told you that when you want to measure the size of your board. Sometimes in the class I display something like this to you to show how long or how big the board is. So we use our what? We use our arm. This is called arm. Okay? Sometimes whenever you go to markets to buy clothes, they use something like this sometimes. This is called what? Yard. Your hand like this, they will bring clothes to you like this and do like this. This is called yard. Do you see that? So they use this tool in the market. But before they use this, they normally use tape rule or ruler to show how accurate the yard is. Do you see that? So this is called yard. So your finger like this, from here, your fingernail to here is called what? Inch. Do you see that? So all these, they are what? They are holding method. So, but it is advised and it's good for you to do the standard method because all these, sometimes they are vary because my finger and your finger are not equal. My foot and your foot, they are not equal in size. So they give us vary answer. Okay? Why standard method give us accurate answer? That's it for today. Hope you enjoy the class. Nice to meet you. So make sure